Stephan. How you doing, sir?
Sorry.
That's okay. Didn't mean to wake you up. I'm going to introduce myself. My name's Mark. I work for the Kissimmee Police Department.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
This is Corporal Ilgen.
Brandon.
Hello.
I understand you've been here for a little bit. So, just to give you a little bit of background, the reason we are here now is because and yourself reside. Okay. So, initially they thought, since I went to school, dropped off at school, and it would be an Orange County case. It seems like since she lives in, that's the reason we're going to do the case. Okay.
I see.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me just grab some things here real quick. All right. I know that you were brought up here by detectives, right? Detectives drove you. Okay. And that was earlier today.
I have no idea how long ago that was.
It was sometime today.
Sometime today, correct.
So being that you're here, we're here, you were taken here by detectives, I just need to get this out of the way just so we can talk about how we're gone missing or where she may be, okay? All right. Have you ever been in trouble ever in your life?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had your rights read to you at any point in your life?
I must have.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm going to do them again just to get it out of the way, and then we can talk about you taking school and stuff like that. Okay. All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning. Do you understand these rights? Okay. Perfect. All right. So before we start talking, one last thing. Can you just raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the statement you're about to give is the truth, nothing but the truth, to the best of your knowledge, so help you God?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. Let's talk about your relationship with. And we just talked to a little bit. So, how long have you been together?
7 years, 6 or 7 years, close to it.
Where'd you meet her?
Work.
Where was that at?
We worked for a home building company. It's no longer in business, but we were both in the call center area.
Oh, okay. So like selling homes or?
Yeah. We were best friends for about a year before we made it official.
Gotcha. So you consider you and her boyfriend, girlfriend? Okay. Any engagement plans or anything like that?
No labels, nothing. We were just happy.
Okay. And how long have you lived in with them? Because I know it said she's lived in for years.
Yeah, off and on for years myself.
Okay. Any family that lives in?
No.
Okay. So on and off, how long do you think you've been?
This stretch, 2 or 3 years.
Okay. Kind of mentioned that you two maybe split up for a little bit in December, then you moved back to wherever your parents live. And where is that at?
It's in Northport. It's down by Sarasota.
Okay, so on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So I understand you had a recently. She had a party Sunday. Is that right?
Sunday, yeah.
Okay.
So
did you come to the party?
No, I was not. I was on my way up at that point.
Okay. So the party ends. Did you pick them up from the party?
Someone must have dropped her off.
Okay.
She was there when I got there. Asked me to make sure that was getting into the shower and did her bedtime routines, which she did. She was already on top of it, so nothing to do there.
Okay. What time do you think you got back?
What time I got in there?
Yeah.
Maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30ish, something like that.
And I apologize if you've answered these questions before. It's just like I said, we're coming into the game late, so I may ask you things that you've already answered probably 3 or 4 times.
Well,
and I apologize
as well. My memory is not super reliable on time frames. I've been medicated for the better part of a week.
Okay, that's fine. What do you take medicine for?
Anxiety mostly. I've been having some money troubles lately. Anxious over that, so.
Okay, well, hopefully your money troubles get better.
I've been medicated on Ativan since probably Saturday.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so when you got to the apartment, what happened? Like,
made some dinner, made some ramen. I love how I make my ramen. Then we started watching Sister Act, but it was time for her to start getting ready for bed. Her mom got home basically just as we were starting Sister Act.
okay.
And that was just about bedtime.
What time is bedtime?
Usually 10:30, 11ish, something
Okay.
like that. It's a spectrum, not a set time.
Then, so who's going through the bedtime routine? Because I know she said she has somewhat of a little routine too that she does. Is it her? Are you talking about? Or
routine is taking her meds, eating some food so that she can have the proper calories for the meds. And then she's got about an hour to do whatever she needs to do because she needs to fall asleep at that point.
Okay, gotcha.
Her bedtime routine is taking her bedtime meds, brushing her hair. She should have showered that night, and then she goes to bed as well. Usually with some bombs or something on in the background. Bob's Burgers.
Got it. What are the sleeping arrangements?
Typically sleeps in her mom's bed with her.
Okay. Did she sleep in her bed Sunday night?
No. I was just back. I had been away for a couple months. I wanted us all to be in the same bed together. So her mom needed to get some serious sleep. So she said no to that and suggested that the guest room upstairs had a big enough bed. So we needed some snuggle, cuddle time that would suffice and get to sleep in peace.
Okay. So you say snuggle time. What does that mean?
She does not like to be alone. She is extremely dependent. She does not like to be alone at all. She needs human presence around her. Simply.
Gotcha. She's right. She just turned.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been trying to wean her off of that, but it's been difficult.
What about her father, her biological father?
He lives in Kansas or Texas right now, but I think he's on his way down too to help.
Gotcha. Okay.
Last I heard.
All right. So says you go up so you can spend her time, snuggle time with you to help her go to sleep. Is that right?
Just bedtime, yeah.
Bedtime. Okay. Did you stay in the room the entire night?
Not the entire night. I'm usually up and down sometimes. So I might go grab a drink or something, or yeah, I'm up and down sometimes.
Gotcha. But you didn't at any point go sleep in bed?
No.
Okay. All right. So night goes on, morning time comes around, and it's time for to go to school. Walk me through that a little bit.
Excuse me. Morning routine. She usually starts waking up. We set about 3 alarms. The first one goes off and we let her keep snoozing.
Do you remember what time her alarm goes off? Or what?
Not really. Maybe 7:30ish. I'm not
Okay.
sure. Alarm goes off. We let her snooze about 3 times while we start getting ourselves ready. And after the 3rd snooze, it's time for her to get up for real and start getting ready. Typically, she will have showered the night before, so she needs to brush her hair, brush her teeth, excuse me, get her book bag together, eat some breakfast if she's going to eat there, and then we eventually make our way out the door.
Okay. So walk me through, like, you leave, you take her to school in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of car do you have?
It's a Lincoln. It's actually my parents' car because my car is down south. It needs maintenance, and we're scared to drive it too much. So I'm driving a Lincoln right now. Got out early. The plan was to get some McDonald's on the way. So we got out nice and early.
Do you remember what time you left, roughly?
Not 100%.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My memory has not been super reliable.
No, that's fine.
But it was early. Maybe 7:30, 7:45, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not certain.
That's fine.
The plan
was awake when you guys left?
Semi-awake. I was giving her updates as we were going along. Getting ready, she's getting dressed. We're leaving now. Goodbye. But she was sleeping in, so I was just giving her little updates and poking my head in as we went. But we leave the house. We start making our way to the school. Asleep in the car for most of the time. We make our way over towards her school area. I ask her if she's still in the mood for McDonald's. She says no. She doesn't want it anymore. Okay. Continued on. It was still pretty early though, I think. And we still had some time to kill. It wasn't really time to drop her off yet. I had apparently forgotten my clicker key fob for the gate. So I ended up actually turning around at some point and going back to the community to get the clicker. I had to use my parking sticker to get in for the guy to scan. I had some errands to run afterwards, and I wanted to have my fob. But we still had plenty of time as far as I knew. So we did that. Grabbed the clicker, left again, and that's when we drove over to her school area, and I dropped her off where I dropped her off.
Okay. Do you remember where you dropped her off?
Yeah, it was the stretch of road. I forget there's a street name. It was the stretch of road that the school is on. Make a right onto it. It goes down a little ways. There's some communities over here, and then up further there's a church, and then there's the overpass and the school on the other side of the overpass right there. I dropped her off on that stretch where the communities are.
Was she by herself when you dropped her, or was her friends there?
Yeah, she was by herself. She said she was going to go find her friends and hang out, wait for them to show up.
Okay.
It was still early.
Where did you go after that? Like, did you see her walk towards the...
I saw her making her way towards the direction of the school, but she was like kind of shuffle step. She was meandering her way there. She was rummaging through her backpack for something. I assumed she was looking for headphones maybe. But as it turns out, she did leave her phone at home that day, so she might have actually been looking for her phone.
Gotcha, okay. What was she wearing when she left, or when you dropped her off?
Green hoodie, black shorts, black or blue, black shorts, white Crocs.
White Crocs. Okay. All right. So she's walking towards the school. Do you continue straight when you leave, or do you turn around?
I turned around and went back the other way. I was watching her in my rearview mirror, and she was going the right direction, so it looked okay.
And where did you go after that?
The next stop I wanted to go to was the vape shop. It opened at 10, so I had a little while, so I just kind of meandered around and eventually made my way over there to wait for it to open. It didn't open when it was supposed to, so I left and came home, and then went back about an hour later when I was sure it would have to be open at that point. Got what I needed there, and made my way back to home again, relaxed and hung out with her for a while. It seemed like any other morning.
When you got back home after dropping off at school, was she home at that time?
I think she was on her way home. I think that she had a blood appointment, and we were both kind of going to arrive very shortly within time of each other.
Okay. So when you got home, both of you got home, walk me through the rest of the day.
Just hung out, chit-chatted. I mean, I don't know. It's not much to recollect.
Okay. But you stayed at home pretty much all day, or no?
Pretty much until maybe noonish or 1 o'clock. I had a few errands to run, but I wanted to be back in time for us to go pick up from school. So I just ran up and down 192. Ended up getting a flat at some point, which made me somewhere along 192.
192 is a big road.
It is, and honestly, it all looks the same to me. So I've been asked, do you remember what plaza you were next to, what color? And I'm like, I'm ADD as it is, and I was in a medicated fog for the better part of a week. I'm lucky I remember what color I'm wearing right now.
Do you remember what errands you were running?
Yeah, I wanted to go check out some game shops.
Where were these game shops?
There's Coliseum of Comics, there's House Rule Games nearby. A lot of the Targets and Walmarts carry the game I was looking forward to. It just had a new release on Friday, so even though I don't have much in the way of money right now, I still wanted to look and see what the situation is.
It's always nice to window shop.
It is. And I'm a serial consumer. So I was just driving around up and down 192, sort of just aimlessly, honestly. Just killing time till it was time to go back.
Alright, so when you got home, did you go pick up from school?
So I got home, it was 10 minutes later than I had wanted to leave to go get her. Just about 10 minutes. I called her and said, hey, where are you? I'm so sorry, I got a flat. She already left. She had been gone for 10 minutes. It didn't make sense for her to come back and get me. She likes to be the first in line when the kids start coming out.
Okay. Then obviously wasn't at school. So did call you after that or what?
I was already on the phone with her while she was waiting. We were just chit-chatting. We do that. We just keep each other company even if we're not physically together. You know? And she's like, where's my kid? Not coming out. And that's when we started asking questions, you know. Did she go somewhere else? Did she know that you were going to come pick her up? Did she possibly walk to her grandma's house or her grandma's office, which has kind of been what she's been doing for the past week because her mom has started working a new schedule. So we started making all the calls. And no one had seen her yet. And so that's when we started getting a lot more concerned and panicked. She drove around a little more, looking for her, looking along the walking paths, and didn't see anything. Went to her grandma's, went to mom's office. Not there. Waited around, not there. Went back to the school, not there. At that point, the whole family started rallying up and going to meet at the mom's office. And I think that it was around that time we might have called 911 as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Going back to bringing to school, how was she like on the car ride there?
Just calmed down, sleeping. Just sleeping along the way. She does that.
How often have you taken her to school?
Not often, honestly. This might have been my third or fourth morning school run. I'm not normally the one to do it.
And on the other occasions, has she had you drop her off in and around the same location, or how does that?
She has this image thing. I guess it's just a middle school thing. She only likes to be seen getting out of certain cars in front of the school. Her mom's is acceptable, but mine's, I guess, kind of a hoopty, and she's a Harrison.
A Lincoln? What does her mom drive?
A nice looking Sentra. So yeah, this is not the first time she's asked me to drop her off a little ways down so she could walk up and look cool.
So you say she was conked out on the way there. You said you took her to school, or you were on her way to school. You needed to turn around to get your clicker.
Correct.
Was she sleeping then too?
She was. Yeah.
Okay.
It had been an early morning, so I figured it'd be fine to let her sleep in the car ride.
Okay. When you got back to the apartment complex, or did you go in the front gate, or because I know there's the front entrance and then the back entrance?
When I came back after forgetting my fob.
Yeah. So which way did you leave?
I would have had to go in the front.
Okay.
And the guy scanned it. And I got in and got my fob and left. I don't remember if I left out the front or the back.
Did you stop anywhere else in?
No.
No.
Not that I recall, no.
Okay. Did you take any trash out from the apartment?
The night before, I think I did. Sure, I took the trash out at some point, but I don't remember if it was the night before or it was the morning of. Yeah, sometimes we get the trash bags piling up by the door. It stresses her mom out to see them.
Is there like a common trash place, or like is there a dumpster somewhere that people take their trash to?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that where you took the trash out?
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't remember if that was Sunday night or Monday morning?
It could have been Sunday night. I don't recall. I'm sorry, I was in the fog.
Well, so, where do you think it is? You don't know?
Supposedly they got video of her walking past the church or waiting at the church for a while and then leaving.
How's your relationship with her?
Great. I'm one of her favorite people in the world. Even though she's not my flesh and blood, I've always loved her as if she was my own. I've raised her as best I could. Co-parenting, as you would call it. I've known her for half her life.
Gotcha. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 37. About to be 38.
You seem like a genuinely nice person.
I try to be.
talks very highly of you. You know. So the morning that you took to school, when you came back to get your clicker, what was saying in the car?
She wasn't saying anything. She was just asleep. She was just reclined in the chair, sleeping.
Okay, explain to me, like reclining backwards?
Just laying back in the chair. Just like that, I guess.
Okay. All right. Stephan here. I'm too old to lie to people. Too old to beat around the bush. And we seem like we're having a generally good conversation right now. Okay. The only thing that I ask for from you is, and I will reciprocate, I want you to be honest with me as much as I'm being honest with you. Okay. There's cameras in all over the place, as you can imagine. Nowadays, cameras are everywhere. Okay. So we see you coming in and out of at the guard shack with in the car. Okay. We see you go by the dumpster. Okay.
I may have taken some trash with me then.
What was in the trash?
House trash.
House trash?
Yeah. So it must have been that morning then. We'll toss trash bags on the back seat, and wherever we're going on our way out, we'll drop that on the way. I think I may have mentioned to her mom that I took the trash out for her. I'll have to double check.
Okay. Was everything in trash bags?
I'm sorry?
Was everything in trash bags, or was there any items that were just tossed along with the bag?
I think it would have been in trash bags, or maybe some boxes too.
Okay.
Some birthday stuff, leftovers. I can't remember exactly what.
Okay. When you dropped off for school, did she have her backpack with her?
Yes.
She did. Did she have her school computer with her?
Yes. Presumably, yes.
Presumably. Okay.
She should have.
Once again, this goes back with the whole honesty thing. There was things in that trash bag that got thrown away that probably shouldn't have been thrown away. Okay. We'll get that in a minute. But right now, our main focus is on finding where he is. That is our number one focus right now. Okay. Do you have any idea where she may be?
No.
None whatsoever.
No.
Okay. All right. Do you know she treated you kind of like her father figure?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And sounds like she almost kind of wanted you to be her dad. And from what it sounds like, you were playing that figure, and something may have happened. Do you think anything happened?
I don't think so. I don't think what could have happened.
Okay. All right. Do you know anybody that lives in St. Cloud? Do you know where St. Cloud is?
St. Cloud, that's north or south? Or
east of Kissimmee.
Yeah. I've been out there too much. Yeah, I'm familiar with St. Cloud.
Okay, whereabouts in St. Cloud? Like, do you know friends out there, or?
I don't have any friends really. I've driven out there a few times before. Mostly just when I'm meandering up and down 192.
Were you out there this week?
Yeah, I was out there sometime this week. Sometimes I just drive and meander around and explore, and drive till I don't know where I am, and drive till I know where I am again, and I don't know, just driving it's peaceful sometimes.
All right.
If I got time to kill, I'll just drive around.
So you're saying when you dropped off, she had her backpack. Presumably her school computer was in her backpack. And you described her wearing green jacket, some kind of dark colored shorts, and white Crocs. Okay. Well, I can confidently tell you she did not go to school with her backpack.
How's that?
Because we found it in the trash. So, Stephan, here's what I'm asking you and pleading with you is to dig down and do some soul searching. Okay? You understand? Family's pleading with you. I'm pleading with you because this is a girl that we need to find. And it's, as more time goes by, it's tough. I have kids, he's got kids, and this little girl's out there somewhere that we need to know where. And I really, really, really think you can help us. I mean, you want to get something off your chest. I don't know what it is, but I'm pleading with you.
I don't know where she is. I don't.
What happened with
I dropped her off.
Where?
I dropped her off on the road to school. That was the last I saw her.
Did sometime throughout the night on Sunday, did you guys have any interaction, conversations?
What, like fight?
No, I'm not saying fight. I'm just. Did you guys sit up and talk, or?
We talked while I was making ramen. She was excited about her choir performance coming up. She was singing a little bit. I told her it was pretty. It reminded me of Sister Act. That's why I wanted to show her that movie. Just talking about a crush she had on a boy.
How'd that make you feel?
Fine. She knows she's not old enough to date, but I told her crush on. Get your crush. That's healthy.
Do you think, has she had any boyfriends in the past?
Not per se, boyfriends as however they can be early on, but we decided that she was too young and needed to avoid that BS.
Alright, being that she's too young, so she shouldn't be having sex with boys. You're saying?
She's all the drama in middle school and all that stuff. None of it counts. None of it's real. I just told her she'd be better off waiting till high school.
Has she ever talked to you about boys?
A little bit sometimes. A little bit.
Has she ever, because I had the same thing, has she ever disclosed to you about being sexually active with boys?
No.
Do you know if she's ever been sexually active with anybody in the past?
Not that I'm aware of. I heard there was some sort of incident when she was much younger where did something with the phone or a camera, but got scolded for it. She was very young. She didn't know. She got scolded for it, though. I wasn't around then. But it's vague. It's just remembering what someone said offhand. So.
All right. What happened to your hand?
Flat tire.
Oof.
I haven't changed a flat tire in about 10 years, so I made a rookie mistake and had my thumb too close to where the jack and the frame meet. And it slipped, and the frame came down on my thumb and pinned it between the jack, which I feel like I got off surprisingly light with that.
Ouch.
I yanked it free. You're not supposed to do that. It looks okay. It's got the worst of it. Some bruising under the nail.
What about the other scratches?
Courtesy of a janky tire iron and the road.
Did you bleed at all?
Yeah, this one had some blood and this one had some blood, but not much. It clotted fast.
Do you know what popped your tire at all?
I have no idea. Tire just started going floppy and then
Pretty worn out or
way
something?
floppier and then just completely freaking separated. Thank God we had a spare and a jack. Janky as it was.
So typically when changing a tire and stuff, you tend to get brake dust and dirty and all that.
Yeah,
Did you happen to...
positive that I breathed in some freaking brake dust or tire dust or something because I was coughing the rest of the afternoon.
What'd you end up doing to clean up or stop the bleeding and stuff?
Nothing, actually. I just
You
went
didn't get
home
too dirty?
and washed my hands and that was it.
Did your clothes get all messed up at all, or...
Not bad, surprisingly.
What were you wearing, by chance?
This. So I think I'm still wearing this. I'm still wearing the same clothes.
Oh, so you kept pretty clean.
Try to, I guess.
You weren't wearing a red shirt?
I was wearing a red shirt early in the morning. But I changed clothes later because that shirt had been a couple days old at that point. And the flat tire happened after that.
Did the flat tire happen before or after you dropped off to school?
After.
After?
It was sometime afternoon between noon and like 2:30. I don't know how long it took me to fix it.
And you changed your shirt before or after going back to get the gate clicker?
I don't recall. Maybe after. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm medicated. I've been medicated all week. My memory is just not as reliable as I would like it to be right now. I was in a fog and half asleep that morning as it was.
Did you walk to the car on her own when you took her to school?
Yes.
What are you thinking about?
Sorry, I'm spacing out here. Long day, no sleep.
Who else has access to your car? Are you the only one that drives it?
Well, my parents have access.
But here in Kissimmee?
Here in Kissimmee, I'm pretty much the only one with access to it.
So safe to say you'd be the only male driving that Lincoln?
Presumably, yes.
Alright, I want to get back a little bit to your relationship with you saying she's not allowed to have boyfriends or anything like that.
She can have crushes she likes, though. That's fine.
Alright, have you and her ever exchanged, do you guys exchange text messages? How do you guys communicate?
FaceTime. She'll FaceTime me at night when I'm not around, before bedtime to say goodnight. And I'll talk to her and her mom. And sometimes we don't even talk about anything. We'll just sit there doing our own thing and just with each other's faces on the phone. Just spending time, you know.
What happened? So the deputies made a comment. So what happened to your phone?
I have no idea what happened to my phone. I was pushing off doing this update for a while and ended up trying to do it. I don't know what the hell, my head being in the state it was, I wasn't paying attention. I ended up somehow doing some sort of option that updated the OS, but it ended up like wiping my phone at the same time. Even just now, the phone that my dad gave me and set up for me, I literally just pulled it out of my pocket and the sucker was reinitializing again. So I don't know if it's just me and technology right now, or I'm just not paying attention, or...
Did that happen once to your phone, or how many times do you think you updated your phone?
I think I tried to update it twice, and I don't know what happened.
Okay, and from what I understand, that you gave the deputies consent to look through your phone. You did, okay. And you voluntarily gave it to them so they could bring it here to do the extraction and stuff like that. Okay. What do you think was on the phone?
Text messages. Emails. Phone stuff.
Pictures?
Oh yeah.
What kind of pictures were on there?
Training card pictures, lightsaber pictures, Disney pictures.
You have a Google account?
Yeah.
Do you save pictures to your Google account?
Sometimes.
Or is it automatically? I know sometimes phones sync to a cloud and...
Yeah, I think it backs up to Google.
And then sometimes when you reset your phone and your phone updates and puts these apps back on your phone, sometimes they will put the images back on your phone.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you have any pictures on your phone?
Oh, I assume so.
Do you have any pictures of you on your phone?
Probably. I mean, we went to Disney, took selfies on the train. She got back from Puerto Rico and had her hair braided. We got pictures of that. All sorts of pictures. Family events. I'm not as much of a shutterbug as her mom, but I take them every once in a while.
Any other pictures that you think of? Here's where I'm going to be brutally honest with you. There's pictures of you on your phone. And I'm pretty sure you know what some of those pictures are about. You're a very intelligent person. And I don't want you to discredit yourself by saying you don't know about all the pictures that are on your phone. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to add to the list of pictures?
Should I be talking with a lawyer right now?
I can't answer that question. My sole purpose right now is to see if I can find where it is. And I'm really hoping you can help me.
Okay. Well, I'd like to try to help, but I feel like I should probably have a lawyer present at this point.
So you're wanting an attorney?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That can happen. I want to let you know you're not free to leave.
Okay.
You're being detained. Okay. Do you want to know what you're being detained for?
Yeah.
Capital sexual battery and possession of child pornography.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to step out. If you need anything, please tap on this door. Okay. And there's going to be detectives outside that will be able to assist you.
Okay.
Well, good luck to you, Mr. Is it Sterns?
Yeah.
Stern. Stern.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Stephan, so what's going to happen now is we have a warrant to collect a couple of items from you, okay? So basically, this young lady here, we're going to swab your cheek, we're going to take some of your clothes, stuff like that, okay? So she is going to take some pictures of you as well, of your hands, and we're going to ask you to take your jacket off so we can get your arms and all that stuff too, okay?
Let's strap in here.
Part mark.
What?
Do I need to read it?
Oh, but yeah.
The whole thing?
Yep.
All right, so in the name of the state of Florida, all right, any sworn Kissimmee police officer, Osceola County Sheriff's Deputy, Orange County Deputy, sworn investigator of the State Attorney's Office of the Ninth Judicial Circuit Court of Florida, special agent of Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FDLE, or any sworn police officer, deputy sheriff acting under a mutual aid or cooperation agreement with the Sheriff's Office of Osceola County. Whereas before me, the Honorable Judge, it's hard to read his handwriting, of the Ninth Judicial Circuit of Orange County, Osceola County, the sworn written application affidavit search warrant has been made on this date by Detective Moore of the Kissimmee Police Department, assigned to the Criminal Investigations Division. And whereas the facts made known in this application and search warrant, there may be cause to certify and find probable cause to believe that certain evidence, to wit, DNA, genetic material, buccal swabs from you, Stephan Michael Sterns, blood, saliva, or epithelial cells to be collected from you, Michael Sterns, photographs and swabs of your penis, and clothing worn by you as of right now. All right, this is evidence. This is believed to be evidence of the felony crime that we've already talked about that took place in Florida, which is a violation of statute 7940114B and 8270715A, prohibiting the crimes of sexual battery, possession of material depicting sexual performance of a child. Currently exists within Orange and Osceola County, and is presently believed to be under your control, Stephan Michael Sterns, and that the law relating to said offenses are possessed on you, who is more specifically desired below, and then it has your name and date of birth and social. So Stephan Michael Sterns is your first name, social is date of birth 4/25/1986, and you're a white male, black hair, brown eyes, 6'2". Now therefore, the law enforcement officer named above, which such lawful assistance as may be necessary, you are here commanded in daytime, nighttime, or on Sunday, as the agencies of this situation may require, to enter and search the above listed person that we talked about earlier, with the taking of the DNA material, buccal cells, through a buccal swab, which will be done by the appropriate personnel, and will involve no unreasonable intrusion into or upon the body of you, Michael Sterns, for which the evidence is to be collected. The person and evidence requested is reasonably believed to be engaged in or connection with the said illegal activity we talked about earlier. For this evidence described in this warrant and in the same of any part thereof to be found, you are hereby authorized to seize, secure, collect, photograph, examine, analysis, and videotape said evidence in this search warrant. All right, after we're done, a proper inventory receipt will be given for any evidence or property seized, and a completed duplicate copy of this search warrant will be delivered to you in control of the property searched, or in the absence of any such, we will leave a copy, but you're here today, so we'll give you a copy of the search warrant. All right? And then it just states that we have to do the search warrant return within 10 days after executing the search warrant as of today. All right? This will be your copy here. So go ahead and stand up. She's going to go ahead and take some pictures of you.
If you could stand just in front of the wall here. And if you could put your hands out like this. And turn them over.
Do you want me to take off his watch?
Yeah, that'll work. And your hat also, please. If you could open your mouth. Take off your shirt. Turn around, face the wall. Put your hands behind your back. Put them together like you're praying. There you go, just like that. Go ahead and spread your feet for me. Thank you. Oh wait, let me get a picture. I just want to see something real quick. Did you get a really good picture of this right here? This whole area. Who's the right hand? It's probably under the handcuff. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Okay, that area too, please. Can you take one like that, please?
Hey, turn around, Stephen.
Good.
Did you guys get a picture of his scar on his stomach?
She got a full frontal, yeah.
He's gonna need to take me.
Yeah, yeah.
You can help out just by pulling your pants off your ankles or your toes.
Try not to let the pants touch the ground, please. What's this in this pocket here? Just your wallet?
Yeah.
Lift your foot, please.
Sorry.
You got it. We need to search these again before you take them to make sure that there's nothing else in there.
What do you want me to take?
I just want to make sure that we search these again before she submits them. Is there anything else in these pants that we need to know about?
Do you want me to take these off? Just I still need to get underwear. Do you guys want that?
Yes, we do.
Where's my father?
What bag am I gonna put these in once we take them off?
They don't
The
come
same
out
as
here.
his
We're
pants.
done.
No, we need them separate.
You need them separate?
Yeah.
have
Mara,
to
can you get
take
another
them.
brown paper bag from the drawer? What we're gonna do when we take off the boxers is I'm gonna take them off. He's gonna stabilize you to make sure you don't fall. I don't want the boxers touching the floor at all, so I'm gonna hold them up. You'll remove one leg at a time, just like you do your pants, okay? And then do you have a suit? Okay. We're just waiting on one more bag for your pants. We're trying to keep you exposed for as short a time as possible. Thank you. All right, ready? He's gonna stabilize you. Go ahead, first leg out.
I'm gonna take the belt out of here and put it in. Okay.
Okay, second leg out. Thank you very much.
Go on, Joe.
All right, and then there's certain things we're looking for, so we need to find the marks. Don't do anything squirrely, man. You will eat the carpet. Do you understand? Can you take a picture of that marker too, please?
You got another one under?
Okay. Well, I need like a flashlight or a light or something, please. Where am I?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're
Yes,
okay.
Can somebody else flash her? It was on this side, right here somewhere.
Okay.
See?
Okay. I don't see it. Can you show me the freckle, please? You know what I'm talking about, Mara?
It's the one you took over there.
That was a freckle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your
Sorry.
hands in for my Is it on this side, you think? Turn this way for me, please. Face me. Light on, right here. light up a little bit and put it like more towards the center. Right there. Flipped. Okay, let's take a picture of this mark right here, please, if you can see that. It could also be on the skin down here when he gets erect. It's like getting, you know what I mean? Any other marks? That like freckle thing right there?
I thought underneath.
Can we take it? Okay. Underneath where?
Do you have those pictures?
So we have this one, which I believe is the one that she saw over here.
That's that one.
That's the dark one.
Yeah, you can't really see
Right
it too
there.
well with him not being
Oh,
erect.
yeah, yep.
Yeah. The one that we're trying to find is this down here.
Oh, gotcha.
So it might just be.
Let me see how much hair is. Can you zoom into that?
It's right where the hairline starts.
Alright, well, do we have a deputy out there with a real flashlight?
No.
See if you think of the skin. And it could just be that the hair got thicker too, you
Or
know?
it could have been he had an ingrown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have the look.
And then he has freckles on his leg.
Yeah, we can take the birthmark or whatever it is.
Can we take a picture of the other side?
You wanna check the pictures before we put clothes on and make sure,
Okay, so we for sure got
Yeah.
this one.
yeah, the black freckle mark?
Yeah, we got that. The other one could be an inline hair. This trimmer. Can we take a picture? Well, we're not able to see it with it not being erect. I don't think there was anything else that I really saw.
Okay. Did we get whatever was under the Band-Aid that you wanted to see?
Did you guys take the Band-Aid off?
I took it off.
Can we see? Let's take I think.
Let me get the
Okay,
swabs
yeah,
first.
Go ahead.
Since you're already in it.
Yeah. And definitely the head of the penis too, please. Do you need where my hands are? Turn around for me, please. It's okay. So wait, I just want to make sure we'll get these clothes on him, and then I want to make sure that the marks on his hands are still. I'll steady you. He's gonna help you. Or you want me to do it and you steady him?
The front or back?
That's the front.
That's in the front. Yeah.
So put your left one in there.
Thank you.
No, not bad. That's right. Should be like a foot spot in there if you want it.
It's a onesie, yeah.
Oh, hold on, let's wait a second.
Yeah, as long as his front is covered and okay, sorry, we just need to look at your hands again. I don't know if you can view the pictures you already have. I want to make sure that we have this stuff for them to include that scratch.
You got one on the inside. I don't know if you can see that one.
Yeah, they have some right here too.
And what's the inside?
Right there.
What was the cut on his thumb that he needed a band-aid?
It's right there on the right side of the cuticle.
This?
Yeah.
Are we doing finger swab?
Was that? I don't think it was in there.
No. Isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't see any other injuries.
Okay.
But, I mean, it was in the dark too, so.
Do you guys have everything you feel like you need?
Do you want to review
Yeah.
You want to just have a seat for a minute? Let them take a, here, let me pull it out for you. Let them take a look at the photos, make sure we have everything so we don't have to make you do all this
My
again.
handcuffs are digging into my joints here.
which
I'm trying
one?
to find it comfortable. I'm trying to get it to a comfortable position.
The right hand?
The left one's the most uncomfortable. I
Okay,
think.
face the wall for me so I can see.
The right one, I just got it to a better position.
This one's too tight.
Yeah, I think so. Dig it
Okay.
over to the bone.
Do me a favor, have a seat. Let me swap my gloves because I don't want to touch my collar while in these gloves. And
Yeah.
I'll swap them out and then I'll get you new ones.
Thank you.
I'll be with you in a second.
Okay.
Hold on, let me take this off and then we can Alright, stand up for me, please. I just want to make sure that main line is, you know what I mean? The main line on the wrist is seen. All right, go ahead and move forward, spread feet, wide, 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 more. There you go, just like that. What I'm doing, not thinking. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
Is that still okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, have a seat.
She's very smart too, so let's get her opinion, but I think
Yeah, we're going to.
going to take a little bit of swabs of your hands, okay? So when she's ready, we'll have you stand up and just face the wall, and then it's easier for her.
Let me just go ahead and stand up.
That's okay.
Yep. You can stand up right now. Could you bend your right thumb towards your palm? Yeah, thank you. Now if you could bend your left thumb towards your palm.
None of us.
Thank you.
And then you got her neighbor? Yeah.
All right, buddy, you sit up.
gonna go to jail with you, and whatever change you had, some like loose change in your pocket, I just toss that in the wallet too. Okay? Are you done with this?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need any more water?
More water would be great, thank you.
I'm gonna help you out, but I'm gonna go slow because I don't want you to choke. Okay?
Is there any way,
Good?
any way these can be in front of me?
No, sir. We do not do that. Sorry about that. Just a little bit. Come on, stand up, face the wall for me, please. We're just going to swap out your cuffs. You're not going to go anywhere quite yet. So he's going to put on a pair directly under these. It's going to hurt for a minute, but he's going to take them off. Just bear with us. Fortunately, they're not made for comfort.
No, I'm just gonna zip it up all the way. Can you stand up for me, please? You can face me. I'm gonna try to cover you as much as I can, okay?
Is there any way to have my arms through the holes in the handcuffs?
No, sorry.
Just gonna get really claustrophobic like this. I feel like I'm gonna do this act.
We
not-
can
it's not a
leave,
long trip.
we can leave your chest exposed a little bit.
It's more just my arms being.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, it's not gonna change.
It's not a far drive at all.
This is his copy. Yeah.
Last sip of water before you go?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, okay.
Please and thank you.
All of it?
We won't go on until we get it done.
Thank you.
Would you like some more?
Go on.
Just a little bit. Unless something happens.
Okay, head out there, just wait with her. She'll get you a little bit more water, and then I'm gonna check this room, and we will get out of here. Just forward for me.